last session, you spent some more time at Audrema and ended up working out a fairly beneficial deal with Audrema. Nothing coming out of your pocket and only future gains. May have used some, political clout, leverage, or favors and whatnot, but you've got a space station getting built by the Nox in Audrema, within the time boundary that is intended to act as a excuse me, as a receiving station for guests that they end up buying from people, and more to your benefit, as a place where in the next cycle, assuming the next cycle occurs, the Raza can just go, be recognized, and not have to deal with the difficulties of first contact again with Audrema.
Yes.
And you've
assuming, of course, that we can make a culture last 8,000 years. I don't see why not.
Well, I mean, they are like mentally connected. I mean, they have edges in maintaining a culture, right?
They really do. Yeah.
Yeah.
They have a better chance than most cultures to sustain that long.
Yep. You've also convinced them to allow some the possibility of Trin.
Which is definitely a possibility. We had Acid working on some kind of strategy for how we could integrate the Trin without the space station turning out to try to Shade Junior. Because we did ask her, can you guarantee that the Elders won't try and monopolize it and turn it into a Trin colony? And she went, no. Really hating that she couldn't say yes, but she couldn't.
Yep. So with that behind you, the plans and groundwork laid, you've turned to Tiamat with a stop in between, an intended stop in between, at Holau to hire some mercenaries.
Yeah, because we figured that we don't have enough bodies to raid Tiamat ourselves.
Indeed. Oh, and you've offloaded your unallowed passengers. At
the 50 or so.
Yeah, the 50 or so.
All right. Well, I guess we are set on settling them there now.
That is why the space station is getting built. Initially.
I know I raised the voice like, "Oh, should we settle on settling him here if we can?" Well, I guess so.
That's done.
Works for me.
Sorry, is the plan to make the space station our HQ for this quarter, or not quarter?
We haven't crossed that bit, but I think I think that's going to be likely.
We don't really have another thing set up, do we, for a home base? Yeah.
Not yet, anyway.
You've got a few places where one could be, and as we near the end of the Worlds campaign, I'll be starting prep on the war campaign, and with that prep will be, these are places you could set up an HQ, and these are the pros and cons of having your HQ here. That'll include Audrema, UIS, and March. I know those three will be included. I'll have to think back on other places you guys have really interacted with. Oh, Gorman Station.
Which one's Gorman Station again?
So that's the one that nope, that one's Henry Station. Gorman-1760 is where the Raza impersonator had set up shop.
Colin Wayne's place?
Yes, Colin Wayne, that's his name, and he's very anti-pirate, and so that's another possible HQ location for you.
Yeah, he tried to give us work, and we went, hey, sorry, busy, thanks for not making a big deal out of it, XOXO, selfie with the robot.
I remember that now.
Yeah, and I wanted to go back and poke that, but, there wasn't enough reason to, so we didn't.
Yeah, it'll have to. It could be a war thing.
Yeah, I do hope that our characters make the time to reach out to him in the intermission between Vacant and War, because I do.
Yeah,
Is it weird that I don't want? We never met the guy,
Very
but I don't
much
want to
so,
leave him
Vacant.
hanging. Is that weird?
That'll also be part of the war setup, is deciding what kind of alliances you're starting with. What friends and allies you have to begin with. What has been cultivated in the time that it's taken to build the HQ and set things up.
Yeah.
So yeah, all future concerns. But I wanted to at least reassure you that you haven't just sealed your fate at Algebra. You'll still have options.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it didn't sound to me like we'd sealed our fate at Audra. In fact, I would have complained if we had.
Wow. That's how I did, but that's my brain.
Can I also ask, when you're talking about what friends and allies we've made, do we just count the LaRue faction as one, or do we count Cassian and Zoe as two? Because their
Well,
interests are slightly different. Their interests are slightly different.
yes. This cycle they will be separate. Would not have been in other cycles.
Interesting.
I mean,
Well, yeah,
in the
because
previous
last cycle
cycle,
they
she was
were
a
ours.
player character.
Well, yeah. That does change things a little bit.
Yeah, and in the previous cycle, the LaRue faction was only one because there was only one LaRue that was relevant as an NPC. Only one LaRue NPC that was relevant.
Yeah, I can't remember what all occurred in cycle 1. They didn't interact with Cassian too much, if I remember.
Meh.
Anyways, here we are. You've had time on the loading screen. I'm gonna go ahead and move us.
Whee!
I'll move you over to the map screen. And don't currently have a rudder from Ojma to Holau, but it's only a 3 hex jump.
We don't currently have a rudder. Ooh, big deal.
I think because it is still a blind jump, I think it is technically possible to fail, just not very likely.
But the dice will decide. Stranger things have happened.
Yes.
Where are we
Yeah,
jumping?
fair
Sorry.
enough. Slightly south and to the left.
You see,
Oh,
we're
502.
near the mercenary swarm.
Yeah, we're planning to hire an inordinate number of mercenaries.
Did we come back?
How much
to
is going to be an
Orlando?
ordinate number?
Just as
How
many
much
as we
can the
could-
ship hold?
'Cause we
How
did
many could we
that-
fit on the Razzie? Yeah.
We did that at the end of last thing, didn't we?
That
Maybe
what,
we'll
the
do
last
We're
time?
gonna do some stuff over this way.
The max crew size is something like 400.
Oh, I'm
Wait,
sorry.
no,
What are you saying,
what?
Kinja?
200.
Wasn't the last thing we did that?
No, we were planning to do it at the end of the last session, I believe.
Oh, right. I did almost skip over that. Yeah, right. You do need to swing by Kuti Tahirti to.
My notes say we did, didn't we?
I think we might have.
Yeah.
Well, right. There is a line there. Yeah, and I remember being very particular
Yeah,
about the
there's a
curve of
line.
the line.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think it was quite quick at the end of the session. We kind of glossed over. You jump there, you do it,
Yeah.
you agree it's fine.
Right. Yes, and there were a couple rolls made to present it. Yes. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And when you're right, you're right.
Yep.
That's how that goes. Okay, so it's not
That's
a
the
3
math.
hex jump from Ojima. It is your normal, difficult 5 hex jump.
Oh, that's much better.
Yeah, much more challenging for Kana.
Yeah, Kana won't be bored.
Remember
Right.
what we want in Hello?
Mercenaries.
Oh, Mercs. Yes.
Just
Okay.
good old-fashioned tire muscle.
Yeah.
Basically, we do not have enough bodies currently to raid a shipyard.
Yeah.
As to the question about how much can the Raza hold, well, your crew capacity is 200, but you've also got
nice.
the pre-tech that you can, for a short period, hold more.
Okay,
And,
we only need them for a short period.
we do have the cargo bay, so if we compress them,
No
No.
cubes.
Doubly no
Okay.
cubes now because we don't just want to get them out of somewhere. We actually need them to be useful at the other end.
look,
Yeah.
I'm sure we can find a way to make the cubes locomotive.
Let's also consider, aside from how hard it is to get a cube to hold a gun and then use it, let's also consider we may want to loot the place, which means we need some space, which means we cannot fill the cargo bay.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Oh, that's a much better
Yeah.
argument than I was gonna make. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't
I
worry,
was just-
I speak the same language.
I was just gonna say consider the hitbox of a cube versus a person.
Right, it's much easier to aim for the center of mass of a cube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
but
much less useful that
if
way.
the vital organs are in the center of the cube, wouldn't they have to get through more meat?
If the
No,
vital organs were all at the center of the cube, then they would be overheated because of the amount of flesh that they're in, so they're actually dispersed.
I was actually thinking much grosser. I was thinking that you don't actually increase the mass or density of the cube, and so all the body weight is just kind of this light, fluffy, foamy stuff.
Ooh.
Depending on how big the cube is.
Are we going back to turning people into cubes again?
Yes, it's Lulu.
We're doing our level best to talk Lulu out of such.
We don't
No,
need cubic mercenaries.
You
need
say that,
Fully
but
human-shaped ones.
look, when we have to breach a square-shaped entry, a square-shaped ship with square-shaped hallways, then you'll be coming back to me.
I'm sure.
Oh, dude, whoa! Normal-sized humans can walk down the squares.
Oh, fuck.
I am absolutely certain that Lulu was terrorized by a Modron as a kid.
He's like, yes, Modrons are powerful.
What's more scary than a square?
A cube.
Well, pentagons and hexagons,
Yeah, exactly.
which is actually how the order of power goes for Modrons.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why we say it as such, yeah.
The more sides they have, the stronger they get. I think up to. Actually, I don't remember if there was a cap.
Well, it's got to be at least. Surely it goes to 20, right?
It's gotta go to 20.
I'm fairly sure.
It would be a crime against creativity if they did not go to puns in creativity if they did not go to 20.
Right.
Yeah. All right, so it's a
Which
5
also,
hex
no
jump.
one really wants to explore that space because they're boring by nature.
So it's only a 5 hex jump. Difficulty should be 6, 7, 15, 15. Wait, is Nox here? Nox is not here. I think
Yeah.
Nox might have said something about missing this session. Am I insane?
I
I-
have not heard from them in the past week, so I do not know.
Yeah, see anything in the? I didn't see anything planning.
Don't remember Nox saying anything about not being in this week. Yeah, no, she said Elliot should be here.
Okay.
I'll knock on her window, I guess. See if she's around.
I've just done that.
Yeah.
You are welcome to as well, but hello.
There we go.
Hello.
Howdy.
My alarm just straight up didn't go off.
Oh,
Oh
Yeah, it
dear.
happens.
for some reason I thought I'd heard you at some point, and so I just kind of
Yes,
carried on that assumption that you were here.
No, my alarm just never went off, so I didn't know it was 2 o'clock yet.
It was probably because
Oh, yeah.
we knew how Kana would react to the 3 hex jump. I think.
That's fair.
There's no way you made
Yeah.
a 3x jump while I was gone.
No. Yeah.
We
Well,
were-
we found out we need to make a 5 hex jump blind. So that should be a little
But
more
we don't.
exciting.
We take a 3 hex jump line. Which, we're a little bit worried.
It's funny because the 5 hex jump is only 1 point more difficult than the 3 hex jump.
So what you're saying is it's more difficult there.
It is, yes. Alright, so Nox, difficulty is 15. Jumping from Kuditaherti to hello.
We're going to go get some mercenaries.
That are gonna
And
be
we are
humans,
not.
right?
We are not going to cube them.
This is a 3x jump, you said?
No, this is a 5x jump.
Oh, okay, okay. If it was
Wait.
a 3x jump, I would have rushed it.
Wait, where? From Oddwood to Hollow?
From Kuditaherti
No,
to hello.
From
Or
wherever
we-
to wherever else.
Are we on QTT? Oh, right, yeah, of course. Of course,
Yep.
never mind.
Place to place. Here to there.
Took me a minute.
All right. There you go. You are at Holau.
Instantly.
Are you doing the instant?
No.
Oh, okay.
You said that we're there, not that we travel there. So, we're just there now.
Oh.
Well, I technically have a screen for Holau, so I may as well use it since it does change the music. Use it.
Music to use it.
Music to use it. Use it to music.
Oh.
I don't see why not.
And let's see. I always forget how long it kind of takes to do drills. Okay, so this takes you 2 days to do the drill. I'll include well, it's 2.1 days, 2.14 days, basically 2.15. So I'll go ahead and include the travel from the Nox to the Horizon as an extra day, and also wrap that extra day in with your travel from the Holau Horizon to the Mercenary Swarm. So total of 3 days. That should put us at 9/7. Anything going on in those days, there, Ginja?
To the 7th of September.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Okay.
But then we've got a whole burst of them.
Only if we get to the 25th.
No, before that, yeah.
Oh wow, okay.
We've had nothing since the 25th of August, but then 12, 15, 17, 25, 25.
You know what? I've just realized I should make all the birthdays on the 25th, so that way it's very easy to remember when birthdays are in a month.
We're definitely calling conspiracy on that one.
It's actually just like the corporate birthday thing. So it's like just on the 25th we celebrate all of this month's birthdays.
Oh yeah.
Right?
You may have been born at any point in the month, but
Yeah.
nope. This is a cost-saving measure that the corporations instituted hundreds of years ago.
Either that, or we're just born in vats and they do a batch every month.
Oh yeah. Wolf. That's even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like that one. We'll make that one go away.
Something the Chronicles. Sorry, what?
All right. So when you jump in, you see the planet Tohoiaoa. It's the worst planet name ever. I hate it. No, whoever made it should be dumb. They're dumb.
Just change the name. Nobody will notice.
I can't. It is what it's named now. It has entered into the record.
Maybe it changes in a future cycle.
I have.
Yeah, it just
During the
changes
cycle
and
of
nobody
special election,
really
it's
knows
called to
why.
change the name to something less hard to read.
Yeah, no, it just changes and nobody knows why, and it really confuses Audruma. Like, why is this different? Why is it changed? What did you do?
I have seriously considered going to the sci-fi GM kind of lazy method or smart method, lazy or smart, of just every planet is the sun name plus a Roman numeral. And I don't know how I feel about that.
Most things would probably be
eventually.
written-
I say eventually the players give it a name, right? If it's interesting enough.
I don't know about that. Not for planets. That has been my experience for like locations. Nicknames, yes, but not like a name that you would say this is what that's called.
Oh, that's what the native because it'd be like the natives calling it that.
Yeah, that's why I did different system and planet names. I imagine that like other planets in the system are probably just Holau 1, 2, 5, whatever.
The
But
planets listed are the ones that are significant to people.
right, yeah. Anyways, it's easy to see also the mercenaries form. Oh, and there's other planets and moons around. I just only detailed one. It's also easy to see the mercenary swarm that is in perpetual orbit with Tohoaiaoa. For a refresher for the players, because the characters probably know this, Tohoaiaoa is a neutral and peaceful planet with no independent government.
I'm sorry, I need to interrupt. Did you just call it Toho, Iowa?
Okay.
Oh.
I had
Toho,
Toho,
Iowa.
Iowa. It's not Toho, Iowa.
I also heard Toho, Iowa.
Yeah, I might have added an extra O in there. Don't make fun of it, or
Iowa.
it's going in the next cycle.
I mean, well, Toho like the bullet hell game, right?
Yeah.
That is a
With
good
like
guess.
1,000 different characters.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. And
Okay,
Iowa
which
is
is
a mistake.
Toho in
Yes.
Iowa.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. No, I like it.
No, in Iowa, people do actually look like anime girls and communicate with bullet patterns.
Yeah, that's where I'm from. I can confirm that.
That makes sense for the
I
mercenary
was
swarm there.
already a bullet hell.
I don't like
of course,
this.
mercenaries, bullet patterns.
I don't like this.
I'm sorry, Dex. I think we like it.
Yeah.
See, this is why players aren't allowed to name places.
so,
Really
so, if you,
frustrated why.
so if you had made that joke, it would have been fine. But because it's us, it's bad. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty clearly like what was just said.
I am the GM. I am God.
No, it's what it
Fair.
sounds like there.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna keep calling it that anyway, so it's down to Toho, Iowa, Dex.
I misspoke. The natives technically have a government. I believe they're actually in a space. I haven't read Tohoaiaoa since for a very long time, since you guys were here last cycle. But yeah, there is a government, but they're purely there to manage affairs with other
That was a feat.
systems. Yeah, they don't take part in any local governance on their land. That is basically just all an all natural land. The people here have deliberately regressed in technology to shotguns and jeans shorts. I mean, specifically jeans shorts. To a kind of old west cowboys and Indians without the cowboys. It is Native Americans, the 7 nations, I believe I named them, their language. Anyways, a bunch of Native American nations pooled their resources and claimed this planet and have just kind of lived naturally off the land like they believed their ancestors wanted to do. And for reasons unknown, the mercenary swarm has kind of become a protective blanket around Tohoaiaoa.
You did it again.
It's just so tempting. There's an O right after the H.
And Toho, Iowa is so much easier to say.
It is. I don't know how, but it is. It's just one extra vowel.
Well, it's 2 words that you know versus a whole new word, right?
I don't actually know Toho. I'm not familiar with the game.
Wow. I mean, I'm not really either, but I've seen
Neither am I.
plenty of memes, media.
This today has been my first introduction to it.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay.
You
I don't-
you are not online
there's-
at all then.
No,
That's impressive.
Way too much. I don't. It's insane how much content there is and how much.
Mm.
I see what Lulu typed there, and I definitely have seen that word. It's just never registered as anything more than a word I don't understand.
Well, I don't understand why there's so much content for something that's essentially just a bullet hell game.
Lore.
It's
Lore.
complicated.
I know, but why is there that much lore for a bullet hell game?
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
Official
Because
games and counting.
Because
Well-
without lore, there's no reason to make more bullet hell games.
was the lore made by fans or the devs?
Yeah.
Both, I think.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. It sounds like SCP that kind of just grew its cult, and
Yeah.
yeah.
And
It's probably fair to say like it came into popularity at a time when the internet was really just sort of coalescing.
Mm.
And
So
then
it has
sort
to
of
be
got
everywhere.
into that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, by that time, Toho already had like 6 or 7 games. So
Yeah. But I'm thinking specifically the modern Windows reboot after not the PC 98 stuff.
yeah,
Yeah. I didn't.
and also not the fighting games.
Right.
Wow.
Well, the fighting games are kind of popular nowadays, but yeah.
All right. Well, that is your destination. Is that mercenary swarm? I don't think I finished describing what you see there or why they're there, but you get the idea. They decided to Big Brother, or like actually Big Brother, not watching surveillance Big Brother, but be a Big Brother to the natives that have made themselves defenseless.
Like a Big Brother program for whole civilization.
Yeah. And with the congregation of a few mercenaries doing that, it just became the focal point of mercenaries coming to chill. Galactic Mandate leaves them the fuck alone because there's so many here.
Okay.
Generally a safe place to be. They will eject a ship if they're causing too much strife between the Swarm and Galactic Mandate, but otherwise they typically don't capitulate to Galactic Mandate when they come around, and Galactic Mandate doesn't force it because there's a lot of ships here.
Not worth the trouble
Yeah.
Yeah.
when they're just
So-
kind of here minding their own business.
Yeah.
And relatively self-leasing.
So if they're like more or less a conglomerate without any formal leadership, it sounds like. If someone new shows up, can we just fucking start hailing ships and go, hey, can we talk? Or hey, we're looking to hire, or like is there like a council we talk to or what?
Yeah. They also have a kind of informal kind of outer net that is broadcast and rebroadcast among the ships. So there's bulletin boards in that outer net.
Yeah, that makes sense. Honestly, sounds like a pretty good place to start looking.
That's what's going when you need mercenaries.
Although I do think we probably don't want to just look there unless we get like a really attractive offer from the bulletin boards, which seems unlikely. Like we could probably poke around and either convince someone or find someone better,
because of the nature of the swarm, when you come looking for mercenaries at the mercenary swarm, I generally just say how much do you want and are you trying to get anything elite? If you're just looking for people, bodies, the regular one-hit die soldiers that you could have on your own ship, it's really just a question of do you have the ship capacity for what you want to hire?
Yeah, I think we'd like to go a little. I think we can afford to go a little better than that. and it would be nice to look around and see what kind of deal we can get on hiring something a little better than that.
Okay.
Because I imagine if we just bring out a bunch of one-hit die mercs, Union is going to... It will essentially be like a field of crops fighting a thresher.
Not so much. Union is...
Field of crops fighting a thresher.
that's a hilarious image. I love it. But Union is subject to the same general restraints as my setting. They are more likely to be 2-hit die than 1-hit die, but they're still only going to be 1 or 2-hit die, except for, captains, elites, they can be 3-hit dice. So...
And even then, they're not going to have all their forces concentrated in one place, so we can just smash through the line, essentially.
Yeah.
It would still be nice to get some 2-hit die mercs, or maybe, it would be nice to try and look and see what's on the market for elites.
Okay.
And then, if it turns out the best we can do is a bunch of 1-hit die, we'll take it. But see what's there. This is worth spending some money on to get quality, I think,
Yeah.
All right.
We're also, at the end of the campaign, we might as well spend a bit of money.
Well, no,
Well,
money's going to roll over to the next campaign, is it not? Not roll over, but you know what I mean? If we have more money...
yeah. I mean,
if we have more money, our characters will have done more than if we spend everything now.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Maybe.
I'm not saying we just get to dip straight into the war chest when we get back into the war campaign, funnily enough.
That actually does raise another possibility, though, because what we could do while we're here is make some sort of longer-term contract for some set of ships that'll be useful during war.
That would be nice. If we're making any contract for ships now, it's not going to be useful immediately, but that's fine.
Well, I mean, if we're hiring mercenary groups right now, we can make longer-term contracts in general. Is what I'm saying.
The important thing about that is to not commit to anything that would be problematic if the people we're making the contract with died on this attack.
Yeah.
Because they just might.
So, give me an idea of what you're trying to do. You were not trying to hire ships with crews. You were trying to just hire individuals that will come onto the Raza for a dangerous operation.
A single dangerous operation for now, yeah. With the potential of making a business partnership in future, we may have more work, but a single dangerous operation, we need extra bodies. We are simply not numerous enough. Get in there, schmooze, make connections, see who's interested in that kind of thing, and who knows someone who's interested in that kind of thing.
Okay.
It should be emphasized we do want people who understand subtlety.
Yeah. Can we get you to sign an NDA before the mission? No, not that far, but
Yeah.
And
I imagine Julia Cross might be good at helping identify people who understand that kind of thing, because that's her sort of shtick, being exposed to sensitive information and getting the job done anyway. Anyways.
Discretion.
Yeah. And how many do you want to end up hiring?
All jokes aside, how many can we fit on the ship? It's 200 plus. What's the expansion again?
100. Well, normally we could do at least 150.
Yeah. How much does
we've got less than? I think we've got less than 50 people on board already, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How much does the pre-tech thing expand it by?
Let's see. Did you guys mark that here?
Fortified high stress is effective crew capacity by 5x.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, we could have 1,000.
Yeah. It's
we'll just have 950 mercs. It's fine.
Yeah, we're in the market. We're in the market for 200 to 800 guys. Let's say. Guys use a gender neutral term, but yeah.
Just a platoon,
And we will want to play each of them individually during the next battle deck. So keep that in mind.
Tex, why are you laughing? Did you expect that we would not fill our capacity with mercenaries? What did you expect?
Coming decks.
I mean, if you want to play each of them individually in the next battle, I'm just gonna say a
don't.
black hole opens in the ship and everyone dies. Roll your saves.
Oh, individually.
Yeah, no, we don't want to do that. Because, no, wait, no, hear me out, right? We fire the white hole bomb into the black hole. They cancel each other out.
All right.
One creates
It's
master.
wait, aren't we-
matters
aren't we
first,
going to-
We don't actually want to play them all individually, Dex.
We don't, no.
We do want you to make an individual backstory for each of them, though.
No, we don't. Lulu does. We don't.
Names.
I mean, we do, but we know that all of us except Lulu know that's impractical.
Mm.
But here's the thing: is you don't even need to spawn a black hole because they're flying to a black hole with them. Like first thing.
Yeah, just you've got the wrong data for the harmonics. You're dead.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like I say, we are in the market for like 200 to 800 guys. I still think don't fill it completely. It's probably a good idea. Just in case of stuff you want left, whatever.
Set up
But,
for next
like I
round
say-
500.
Yeah, 500 between 200 and 800. If they offer 750 at a good price for 2 hit die soldiers, we're gonna be like, yeah, sure. You're not gonna go, I only want 500, you know?
Like a buy two get one free offer.
If they're offering that, are you gonna say, nah, just give me the 2? Are you really gonna say, nah, I don't want the free ones, give me the 2?
No, I'm just
Exactly.
saying if that deal's on the table, yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, so Dex, is there any more information you need from us?
I'm going to give you some information. Standard
Okay.
ship wage for a 1 hit die guard classed crew. Well, guard classed, ship NPC? Yeah, that's what I'll say it. Is 20 credits per day. If you're telling them how hazardous this is likely to be, they're going to ask for more and ask for in advance. Because it is
Yeah, which is
basically
fair.
going to their families.
And that's fair. So we're talking like,
Can we?
how much?
Is this something we want to use the sway of the Raza to see if we can get more people on board at a discount?
Yeah, I was saying like
your resume.
we schmooze, we connect, we see who's like interested in what. I assumed that it would come up that we are the Raza. In fact, I was kind of hoping Percy would do that because this is his people basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, how much, like, are we talking like a month's worth of wages for a potentially suicidal mission, or how much?
Given
Talking
that
6 months,
you're
how bad is that?
going somewhere, let's see. They'll need some details. Well, I shouldn't say they, as like all of them.
Yeah.
Enough of them will need some detail of where you're going and what the time parameters are that it'll spread.
Yeah.
And if you tell them that you've got this very tight window, that you've only got a few days to make these arrangements and then get there and leave yourself time to get back out.
I mean, there is the alternative that we can wait for a month, but that's not ideal. We'll see what the money's like. Sorry, go on.
I'll have to figure that. What was I answering?
So if we tell them that it's only a tight window of time, how much they're going to cost? If we tell them it's a tight window of time,
Oh, you were asking
then
how much they want in advance. I actually do think that a month pay in advance is reasonable for them to ask as a starting point.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'm going to list
basically.
out some default costs. These are not set. You can work your Raza magic to negotiate around these.
Well, even just at that, we can fill our capacity with 1 hit die troops if we pay them all a month in advance, off of what we have in the ship
Yeah.
funds. It's not going to be pretty, but it'll work.
I mean, forget the ship funds. Like, DAS could afford to pay like 460 of them, of the 500, for a month in advance. So I think we're good on the money side of that one.
We'll see.
It's really just. I think it's a matter of like. Because we do want higher quality ones than.
Yeah,
we do. I think we want to look at what we can get.
And I mean, I guess like throwing wave after wave of men at Union might work. maybe.
But it's not
Pretty
ideal,
much,
yeah.
Right.
I
It's
think
not
they've
ideal.
probably got more waves after waves of men, though. So
Yeah,
they probably do.
Probably better
They
ones too.
probably
That was
do.
my concern.
yeah,
My concern was that we had better ones. Like I say, Field versus Thresher.
Yeah, let's try not to do a Zach Brannigan here.
Yes, let's not. Also, good reference, but let's not.
Appreciate
Um, yeah. How? Dix, I have a question.
Mhm.
Given that the nature of the place is like a top secret, highly experimental shipyard, I don't know how much knowledge like the average merc has on ships, shipbuilding stuff. Like, be able to identify what's valuable and what's effective there. But like, if we offer them like within reason, as long as you're not actively endangering yourself, you can loot while you're there. Does that is that just a perk on top of the wages to make it more likely that they'll go for it, or does that mean that like, okay, yeah, like you pay me 480 instead of 600, and I can take what I like when I'm there?
That's something you can try and negotiate. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it would just be a negotiation for each individual. Okay. I'm trying to think about like how much is the average merc gonna know about like basically how valuable does a top secret shipyard look to the average merc in terms of loot? And I get the feeling that the answer is not super valuable.
Well, I'm not too keen on promising them loot rights.
Any particular concern, or just you want the loot for yourself?
I think we want it.
Well, for ourselves and just because we don't know what's there. Like, we don't know if there's anything dangerous or,
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair, yeah.
shiny that turns out to be an important MacGuffin.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know how likely that it is, but that's what's coming to mind.
Yeah.
I mean, I imagine
also-
I imagine a certain amount of looting is going to go on behind our backs, but yeah.
Oh yeah. But also imagine the situation if we get there and manage to completely kick Union out,
Mhm.
and then we have a cool space shipyard with
I'm like, yes,
nicely protected, and
Yeah.
then we're going
actually,
into war
that
and
is
we need a
that
base.
that is actually
know?
a question though. If we go in there and decide to go really overboard and like seize a fucking battleship or something,
which was a
how many
possibility.
it's not impossible.
Mhm.
I remember Dex being really harsh on what's required to actually
Use control
like
of the
take
ship.
over a ship, like
Yeah.
with the black box stuff. I think it might have been literally impossible or something.
I've gone back and forth on it.
That's not a joke. I'm pretty sure you made it basically functionally impossible before.
Yeah, I did.
You know what I think might be easier? Given how momentum works in a vacuum,
Well,
how difficult would it be to tow a ship out?
I will say that does work both ways too. That also means you don't need to worry as much about the Raza because someone's using control of the Raza.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I guess that's true, but I think I'd lean towards making it very hard but entirely doable if we had someone like fucking Das here to do her magic hacking powers.
I was thinking that. Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Let's not get
But
too
yeah.
much into that right now. Tell me what you're asking. Tell me what
No,
you want to accomplish.
What I'm asking was actually getting towards there is how many people would be need to crew a battleship if we did manage to seize one.
Crewing a
Usually
battleship is
So like the bare minimum point of functionality.
Yeah, like pure skeleton
forget-
crew shit.
Don't
200.
forget,
200.
Yeah.
Okay, that's less bad than I thought. Okay.
but also don't forget your standard mercenary, your boots on the ground mercenary also
Yeah.
isn't ship crew
Yeah.
necessarily. That's a different set of skills.
That is
Yeah.
true, but it also means that we might want to consider hiring some like
Yes.
backup ship crew.
To simplify
Yeah.
things, I'm going to say that if you want to bring mercenaries, if you want to go in there with the intent of taking over ships, then you'll need to account for however many guards you have, plus 50% support staff. Just make it that easy.
Okay.
Okay.
So that
So
that
it's
would
like,
mean
yeah.
okay.
And
So
we'll
at
just
least
we'll
300
just
body
treat the
count.
cost the same as that. Whatever, however much your guards cost, plus 50% for support staff.
Okay. which
They
would
call it the
limit
privateer.
us.
They call it the privateer package.
Yeah.
Yeah, which would limit us to about 600-ish like fighters. Which is fair.
Let's keep it down to 500 just to have that gap in there in case we actually need to acquire something that would take up crew space, like
Yeah.
you mentioned before. So let's say 500 and then 250 support staff.
Well, that's the question then. Are we planning on potentially trying to seize one of Union ships and take it back to UIS? Or indeed anywhere else?
I think it should be considered as a possibility. I don't know that's really our main
Yeah, it's an
goal,
opportunity while we're
Yeah,
there.
Then I
The opportunity presents itself.
then I guess the question is it a likely enough likelihood that we're going to try that it's going to be worth taking 2/3 of the combat staff we could otherwise take?
I think so.
I
But
think probably yes, because we can, like, even if we don't seize another ship, we could find another use for an additional crew. And, like, worst comes to worst, even standard support crew can be used in a fight. They're just not very good at it.
That's a solid point. If nothing else, they can help on the Vaza. And it also means that, like, you know, constant uptime of tasks being done on the Vaza because we just have such a big rotation of people. Like, yeah, we currently have 50 people. Sure, we can have 50 people on every 4-hour shift.
Yeah.
Not literally, but you know what I mean. But yeah, so, okay, I'm convinced on taking the support staff, so I want to go, like, about 500 combatants, and then half again ship support staff / crew. Is that right?
Sounds right.
Okay. Any objections?
Sounds good.
Always in. Dix, you have a shopping list.
I guess, like, well, no, I do need to bring up, do we want to do, like, while we're here, do we want to form any longer-term contracts as part of this?
I feel like that'll come up in negotiations.
Okay.
Like, it would be nice. I imagine we have a foot in the door with most of these people that come back alive.
Hmm?
Which, depending on how this goes, might not be many. Yeah. How badly does it reflect on us to the rest of the mercenary swarm if we come back somewhat beaten and bruised and go, yeah, we succeeded in the mission. Like, 450 of the 500 guys you gave us are dead, though.
yeah,
How does that
it's bad
reflect on
for
us,
your
you know?
reputation. You're not likely to get repeat hires.
We'll see how it
Mercenaries
goes.
do pay attention to that sort of thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
They want money, not death.
Yeah.
Mm.
Which means that we should take time to try and form a plan beforehand, because if we have a strong plan that sounds like it has a good chance of success, mercenaries are going to be more likely to sign on, like they're more likely to risk it with us, you know? Like if we ask them for, so what am I doing? I don't know. This is, so what am I doing? Excruciatingly detailed 50-point plan. They're more likely, they'll feel safer with the second.
All right. So, those are the basic costs per day and per month for the different levels of tiers of guards that you can hire, or mercenaries you can hire. As noted, the mercenaries that are higher than just your standard one-hit die, the G0s, are going to take special effort to obtain. Some will come, like, if you get 200 mercenaries, they're not all going to be one-hit die. There will be some that are higher, more experienced among them. But if you're specifically looking for to increase that basic proportionate distribution, then you'll need to take special efforts towards that.
Okay.
Like
How-
for the raw numbers, are we aiming for around 500 then for the mercenaries part?
Yeah, and then it'll cost half again because we're getting support staff.
Right.
My question next is, how will they handle being mixed and matched? Like, say we want like 400 G0s and like 80 G1s and 20 G2s to serve as like leaders on the ground in case we need to subdivide, like corporals and commanders and stuff.
Yeah.
Does that mean that like in lore we will hire groups that happen to have that kind of distribution, or
Yeah.
will we be hiring different groups and spreading them out among each other?
No, they're going to stay
assume-
with their own teams.
Okay.
I'd assume it'd be
Good,
like a
good,
mix of
good.
both, just to fill out like the edge cases, but it'd be mostly their own
Yeah.
teams.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
There will be
Good.
some loose leaf, people that are they have a ship, they're on a ship, but their ship's not doing anything for a while they go to repairs, and they're like, "This sounds fun and exciting and deadly. Let's do it."
Yep. In that case, whatever whatever squadrons or battalions or whatever we end up forming, I say we make the loose leaf squadron / battalion the one that we are personally in charge of.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
So yeah, the question becomes, let's see. So that's gonna be
The question becomes, how much do we want to spend? Because we can get quite a big
Yeah.
range here.
I honestly, I think the numbers you gave were actually the exact numbers I was thinking for the division there. So
Yeah. Yeah, I'd buy.
Yeah.
So we are woefully short of being able to hire all G2s.
yes,
Yeah, I just did the maths. It's like we can get
10 million, yeah.
we can kind of pick anything between 675,000
Mhm.
and 9.9 million.
Yeah.
we probably would have needed like someone like Zoe along to actually get to all G2s, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
barring that,
Really, would they even have that many G2s?
no.
Let's find out.
Well,
Like that's like what,
Yeah.
like most like 1 in 100 people. but
we
probably
would
less
be
than
taking
that,
up
right?
like all of the it would be every single like expert mercenary in the entire sector if we got
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wouldn't that be a
that's
sight,
less
though?
than one- That's like less than 1% of the people, right?
Yeah, I think
Wouldn't that
at
be
that
a
point
sight?
I think at that point I'm changing my name to Big Boss and declaring the Raza outer heaven.
Yeah, just guys, I have a new idea for a campaign.
No.
No? Oh, fine.
No.
Don't worry, this will be a place where all soldiers can have a use.
Oh dear.
Oh, God.
Let's see. So that's
Yeah. If we do the split that you said, 20, 80, 400,
yeah.
that's a little bit under 1.2 million
Okay.
with the
Okay.
with the 1.5 taken into account.
Right. So we would need to.
Yep.
There's a thought actually. There's a thought because we would need to either negotiate some deals, give some allowances so that it will cost less, or make some more money to cover that. Which makes me wonder, like, if we're going to, do we try and negotiate like bulk offer deals, which is not gonna happen? Negotiate some kind of deals, or get a loan, or do next month and go out and fucking farm money in the meantime. Not farm money, you know what I mean?
As GM, I would prefer you don't wait until next month.
Yeah, so would we, but you know.
I will not tell you no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we've probably got, between ship fund and character funds, we've probably got it.
That
You know,
much is true. That much is true, yeah.
The main issue will be paying future months if that comes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, the Van's gonna get dinged up. The Van's gonna get dinged up in this fight, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, dinged up is fine. We've got 3 million Nox bucks to spend. but we can't spend Nox bucks on mercs.
No.
That's true. Okay. Okay, so.
Yeah. I mean, just ship fund plus what DAS has right now, right, is not that far short.
Okay.
I've got another 300,000 credits myself, so
ship fund plus DAS is only short by about 115,000. So we've definitely got enough to do that.
Okay, so
Down to 50-some thousand, so.
yeah, I've got like 250,000 I could chip in. Dix, here's my question. Say hypothetically, the Raza gets beaten to within an inch of its life. One more stray breeze would cause the entire thing to go critical. How much does it cost to get repaired from that state back to full fighting functionality?
Pretty sure it's more than 3 million, isn't it?
It's
so,
worth
yeah.
quite a lot more, I believe.
Yeah. I
I didn't put the cost down. Dang it! Why didn't I put the
we
cost
don't
down?
want like I
So-
don't think we're going to get that badly beaten up, but I don't want us to limp into Darkstar War, you know?
Right. Let me.
That's it. With
If
that-
that's
with
your
that being
concern, let me answer that without answering it.
Yeah. I was going to say, with that being said, I don't think, like, the possibility that we're going to war half-baked is enough to stop me from saying, let's just go anyway.
Well,
So-
also, it's not part of my plan. You'll go into war with repairing what needs to be repaired, making connections, having established an HQ.
There'll be a time lapse.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take whatever damage you do here. I mean, this isn't an excuse to just go all in and say balls to
Yeah,
the
I know,
wall,
I know.
YOLO. But yeah, whatever damage you inflict here or take here, it'll have an impact, almost certainly. If nothing else, it'll have a narrative impact. But
Yeah.
it's not going
But
to
within
mean
reason-
that you're at 1 hit point ship when you start.
Okay.
I'm
that's good.
also gonna note, just for so the expectations are kept level. Darkstar War, you won't be on the Raza. You'll be on a new ship.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we still don't want the Raza at 1 HP.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like, if we go in the cavalry, we don't want the cavalry to have broken legs.
Yeah, you'll be able to
Or-
repair whatever damage comes.
Yeah. Okay. In that case, okay, real quick, everyone put in like how much you have to your name, because I'm wondering, do we have enough that we could try and hire that distribution mentioned, and leave it, like, by pulling funds, leave enough money in the ship fund to pay for another month of upkeep. Just hypothetically. Because that would be nice if we could manage it. Again, not a deal breaker, but we'll see. Ship bucks is currently, so the ship's sitting on like about 350k. Is 350k minus costs. Okay. So that's like
So is that 350 is ship fund minus the maintenance?
minus a 1 month of maintenance, yeah. So that's like
Yeah. Okay. So
10.
between what's been put
I think we can
there,
make it. I think we can just make it.
that's just over 1.2 mil, which cost is just under 1.2 mil.
Okay, so we can
So,
make
yeah.
it. That's nice. Yeah. So we can
Yeah.
leave a month's worth of maintenance costs in the ship fund and still hire the split of mechs that we wanted, which is nice. And that's before we start negotiating for like individual deals or what.
Yeah, we could possibly cut it down slightly. Like if we wanted to do just 10 G2s and do another 10 G1s, that would reduce costs by
Quite significantly, yeah.
roughly 100-something thousand.
Yeah.
So,
I kind of like the 1 to 4 to 20.
Yeah.
We could have effectively kind of 20 teams of 25. With a G3 and a G2 in command of each, with 4 G1s assisting, and then 20 G0s.
It's like a commander, a command
Actual
team,
troops.
and then
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You kind of have like 4 teams of 6 with a commander over the top.
although the numbers would be slightly different because we're going to be in charge of unless we're just going
Yeah,
in
it
as
gets a
individual,
bit-
unless we are an
don't know.
individual strike team, which could be a thing. I don't know.
Let me jump in here
Yeah.
with the one quick
Super
little
Mars.
clarification. Viral, I think you may be seeing that maintenance cost as a monthly. The 450,000 maintenance cost is
Yeah.
every 6 months.
Okay, that's good. That's even better,
It
actually.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still good to know, but yeah,
And
that's
Possibly we can pay that with Nox bucks as well if we go and get it done at the Nox.
probably.
Yeah. Still, I would say
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
to keep ship
Yeah.
funds ready.
Yeah,
In
you
case
can't
we
be
need
too careful, you know,
something,
just in
but-
case.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
But
you
yeah.
can, but you know.
Going back to things, I do also like the distribution, but the 10, 9, 40, I guess, would be the alternate distribution, or the 1, 9, 40 distribution would be the alternate distribution, where we reduce the G2s to 10, and the G1s take
Yeah.
10 more.
Mhm.
That's
One
also
thing-
not that bad of a distribution. It just changes the structure slightly, so there are fewer
divisions.
fewer of the larger divisions, but
Mhm.
like each of the
Which
each
does
of
mean
the
that it's easier to
individual
keep track.
teams are smaller, led by G1s.
I think.
Yeah.
I think the larger number of divisions
That-
it's okay. It gives us more pieces to move, and we can always cluster them.
Yeah. The reduction, so the 2080 going to 1090.
Mhm.
That takes the cost from basically 1.2
Mhm.
to 1.02.
Okay.
So it's about 160,000 different. 170.
For that amount of difference, like a little over 10%, for that amount of difference, I would rather have twice as many tokens on the map to move.
So you're interested in the 20 G2s?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what we want to go for. Now, the other question is, and this might be pending what Dex is going to tell us about the individual G1s and G2s, but like, what kind of offers do we offer? Like, there's a lot within our capabilities. Yeah.
There's actually something I'd want to bring up here. I think, if we're doing this and hiring this many people, we can also include in the offer that the high performance groups will have an opportunity to permanently sign on with the Raza. Highest performance groups, which might be able to get us a little bit more of a deal and also encourage people to accept more.
Yeah, I think we make that the default offer. Like, that's just a default part of the pitch, which will, it will scare off some people, but we don't need the entire mercenary swarm, and it will attract other people.
Yeah.
And then we'll. So I wonder, with the understanding that like some of these mercenaries will be the glory hound types that would want to sign on with us, and we don't much care as long as they're effective. Dex, how does it go over if we offer like, say, like 3/4 or 4/5 of that pay with that offer that Lulu mentioned? Like, how much can we knock off the cost with that offer Lulu mentioned and not cause uproar?
So it's going to be a roll.
Okay. Can it be a connect roll by you?
It will be 10%. And also, it comes with its own set of fictional trade-offs. Keep in mind that the reputation of the Raza as known sector-wide is as a anti-megacorp terrorist. And so if you're trying to pitch, this is you can sign on with the Raza for the high performance can sign on with the Raza. If you're making the Raza, let me rephrase this. If you're making the Raza part of your pitch as a focal point to draw people in, you're going to draw in that crowd that aligns with the anti-megacorp terrorism.
Yeah,
I've had
which we are kind of rebranding.
Yeah, admittedly, like the megacorps are still a large and salient problem. This is one of the megacorps that we are striking out at.
I mean, it's very convenient that you are going against the megacorp right now.
I'm just saying, for the first time we've had to hire a large number of mercenaries, at least we're staying on brand so far.
I have had another idea too.
Oh no!
So,
this might actually be a good one. Like not one of my usual. So we know that one of the reasons we're going to Tiamat is to investigate the ruins, since that probably has a connection to the cycles as a whole. And for our purposes, for the purposes of dealing with the cycle itself, that might be the most important point. Many mercenary leaders have sort of eccentric interests and tastes. I am almost certain that somewhere in the group of this massive swarm of mercenaries, there is some leader who is very much an antiquarian. If I can bring the, not necessarily give them the information on where it is, but bring them the information that there are these ancient alien ruins and talk them through it, I could get them interested and get them to sign up for the opportunity to assist us in actively exploring those ruins.
And then you're also getting a group for that. Yeah, it makes sense. I like that.
Is that something that sounds interesting to you, Dex?
Yeah, that's fine. In fact,
And,
I already have some established NPCs in previous cycles that are very much interested in they're not
Right,
exactly
so-
the mercenary corp type, but we'll expand.
Yeah. I'm just saying, butterfly effect has been a thing for literally thousands of years. So
I
So,
just
yeah.
want to say that I'm going to be amenable to almost any pitch you make to try and bring people on either cheaper or try to get the higher tiers. I just want to say this once more, and let it resonate throughout. There are gonna be ripple effects to
Mhm.
any flavor of pitch.
yeah. So I think Genji, you mentioned the rebranding, right? It was you that mentioned the rebranding, I think.
No.
Someone mentioned
Someone
rebranding.
did.
I mentioned Brandon.
Right, sorry. So like, in all honesty, like, the rebranding has basically been to, we don't fuck with you unless you fuck with us first. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Right,
I
how do
mean,
you-
well, that the rebranding has been to we don't mess with you unless you would mess with us 1st,
Mhm.
and all three of the big megacorps have messed with us.
True.
So
True. Right.
I don't
Right.
think that's
You know what?
much
Yeah.
different.
That's fair. Yeah. My point is, like, if we're hiring them as a group, or if we're hiring a group who will, you know what? Let's put it this way: if we're hiring a group who have a chip on their shoulder about megacorps to help us because we're making them as a part of the pitch, whoever we bring on, like, we can make sure it's not too large a number, and we are probably not going to bury the hatchet with any of the megacorps fast enough that it'll be a problem with these guys because they'll go, hey, I want to fight megacorps. So they will have time to get integrated with the crew and then see for themselves why the circumstance is changing and so on and so forth, and they can go work on another ship if they want. So hopefully that should be okay. So I think I'm okay with making potential service on Nevada, like opportunity for service on Nevada if you're, excel, part of the pitch. Does that make sense? Is that fair?
And how do you feel about the other side of that? The alignment with terrorists, which the Raza killed lots of people that presumably didn't need to die before.
I don't follow what?
The Raza's previous terrorism was it came across as indiscriminate.
Okay.
And I guess that's the part that I think
There's a lot of baggage to overcome.
Right, yeah.
A lot of
Right,
what?
That's the point.
A lot
Right.
of baggage to overcome.
Yeah. I don't want to dissuade you. I just want to be clear about what I'm kind of implying here, and maybe I shouldn't
Right,
imply. The people that come for the Raza pitch are people that might kill indiscriminately,
Okay.
or are more likely to be people that kill indiscriminately.
Well, ultimately, not everyone is going to come on board just because of the Raza pitch. If we see anyone that's like cackling as they set fire to an orphanage, I don't know whether they have orphanage in the shipyard, but if we see anyone cackling as they set fire into the orphanage, then sorry, yeah, no, you haven't. You weren't one of the best groups. I'm sorry. Burning that orphanage did do a number on your scores. We're going to offer it to these same guys instead. Like, we do kind of meet the rules here, you know?
You do. You absolutely do.
Like, if we tell them all, oh yeah, we offered it to someone else. Who? Sorry, fucking, employer-employee discretion. By the time they figure out that we didn't offer to any of them, we'll be on the other side of the sector.
I'm gonna say, so where's branding goes, this is really Doug's pitch here. It's like, hey, second chances.
That's the point. Yeah. Much more discriminate violence. Wait, no, that doesn't sound good.
Okay.
Oh dear.
So I think today is going to be a short session because you're right. I didn't anticipate you hiring 1,000 people.
Okay.
And so what I think I'd like to do, and let's skip the break today.
Okay.
Let's go straight through. Unless anybody really needs it, I won't deny you. But let's get your what you want to do to try and reduce costs, or to try and ensure
stuff.
higher results, higher
Yeah.
tiers. And before you say anything, Lulu, I see what you posted. I think what I would like to do is I'll let you take fairly within reason any efforts that you want, as long as I can also see, as long as it feels reasonable in time. So maybe let's do it this way. We'll do a resource countdown, or a resource dice. Yeah, I'll figure out what the resource die is. But each pitch or angle that you want to take, or each like the antiquarians, the Raza pitch, the rebranding second chances pitch, you can choose whether it's going to reduce your costs by 10%, or whether it's going to bring 4 G2s and G2s and what's that? 16 G1s. So effectively 1/5 of the higher tiers that you want with
Right, so we
with
need,
each of those pitches.
Yeah. So we need minimum 5 special angles or good offers to get all the high end troops that we want.
This isn't the only way you'll get the high end troops.
Okay.
I'll need to do some thinking over. If you don't get all 5 that way, I'll need to do some thinking over the week to decide how I would randomize that.
Challenge accepted.
Okay, all right, fair. Take some work out of my hands. I'm okay with that.
So as the method of the session, just brainstorming on how we can draw good trips and or get them, convince them to go on the cheap.
If you guys are okay with that, yes. Bearing in mind that that does not mean we're going to do that for the next
Wait, hold on. I'm actually
2.5
a little
hours.
confused here. So if we do something to get the cost down, we don't get any troops out of that?
So basically, how I understood it is each special offer that we make, or scene that we do, or special pitch or whatever, is worth either enough interest to get 1/5 of the G1s and G2s we wanted, or it's enough to get the GCOs to ask for, they'll settle for less pay.
I'll include that across all of them.
So in order to get more pay, we need at least 6 ideas there?
Mm-hmm. I think.
But we're going to get the extra G2s anyway per dex.
Are we?
That's what Dex
Did I get
said.
confused?
I initially was saying that I would come up with some design over the week for figuring out how many came without pitches, but then Viral said no, challenge accepted. No, I
thought that if we didn't have pitches, then we would need to jump through hoops to find out. And I was like, no, we can just go up with pitches. That's easier.
If you don't come up with 5 whole successful pitches that get all the G2s and G1s that you want, I will consider over the week how a normal recruiting distribution should go, and will fill in with as appropriate.
And sorry, are we ending early today?
We are ending early today. I do not expect you to be doing 2.5 hours of pitches. No.
I mean,
I do not want to do 2.5 hours of pitches.
that's fair. That's fair.
But yeah, it is meant to be a choice, Lulu. You can either try to bring the cost, and it's not just the cost of the G0s, it's the cost of the whole recruiting operation. Yeah, the whole operation by 10%. If the cost is not important to you, you can focus exclusively on guaranteeing the G2s and G1s. And just as a heads up, what I will probably end up doing for any of the higher ranks that you don't manage to get through pitches is just rolling.
Okay.
I'm not sure I understand, but yeah, sure.
Which part is still a little bit unclear?
I guess like I'm not sure I get the hiring distribution thing. Wouldn't we want to roll that first and then worry about like doing all this extra stuff?
Yes, you as players certainly would. I agree. I'm not giving you that option. You cannot remove the uncertainty from this one, unless you just go straight in with 5 pitches.
So we're gonna get what we get unless we force the issue by making good suggestions first.
Yes.
Alternatively, good suggestion could be used to bring the cost of the whole thing down.
Cost is not an object, right?
I mean, it's
No,
sort of an object.
it's a bit of an object. It's the biggest purchase we've made so far, apart from fixing the ship. We can do it, but that doesn't mean that we shouldn't try and do it cheaper.
Yeah.
If nothing else, if we make it cheap enough, we can maybe afford more G1s.
Mm.
But yeah, I imagine we're probably not gonna finish with pitches this time. We'll use the week to let it percolate.
It's possible. I am gonna put a hard since we're skipping break. I'm gonna put a cap on today's session at an hour and a half from now, so an hour early to exit, and that still includes review time. So we've basically got about 75 minutes for you to run your pitches.
Plan together, yeah. Okay, so
You've already
I'm not
got
sure
2.
about acceptable more ambiguity though, but
You what?
wait.
so I don't know. I'm not so sure about Percy, but
Alright,
Here's what I've got, Dex. I've got 2 features that are relevant here. Eclectic memory, which gives me some information that would be helpful once per day. I don't know if we have multiple days here, but I've got at least one of those per day. And then authority, which lets me just make a request of an NPC not hostile to me, and if I roll a successful die roll, then they comply.
Okay. I would treat the eclectic memory like a precognitive vision. You're not changing the circumstances, so you effectively can use it once. But it will be helpful. Let's see. Three pitches. I meant. I was starting to say 3 pitches, but
okay.
didn't make it through.
Yeah.
you know,
Okay.
I've got level 1 of Wanderer.
Okay.
So you can
I don't know
get
what
there.
that actually makes a difference, but you know.
You can get there. Now, quips aside, you might know some other wonders.
At least knows how to find people that are down and out that, you know, might actually be really good at what they do. You know, people that are just really sick and tired of, you know, fighting for nothing.
Okay.
That's a separate pitch from my second
Well,
Tiamat thing,
heroism angle. There is the pitch of
heroism. The cause is perhaps not. We're not broadcasting the cause yet.
Yeah.
I don't want to start a panic.
Yeah, we're not broadcasting the call. Although it does make
It's like how
we can genuinely argue that there is something we are going to disrupt that will change the balance of power in the sector if left unchecked. That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, what we don't tell them is that if Union has cap ships, they'll be focusing on war instead of the Vega. We don't need to mention that.
Yeah. I don't think we
Wheels
start
within
with the
wheels.
universe. We don't start with the universe's ending.
Yeah, no, we don't. But yeah, I don't think that counts as a separate pitch necessarily. It's just the balance of power is changing. That's part of the
Refining.
rerunning thing.
Well, I mean,
I wonder.
I think
how-
I think that is kind of a separate. I think it could be kind of a separate pitch though. It's like hey, for people like make a real impact.
Dex
The,
Bajay.
I'm sorry.
Talking about I guess the big move we're doing, quote unquote, as change the balance of power in the sector.
To preserve the current balance of power, rather than if we leave it unchecked, then things are going to change dramatically and painfully. We of course are referring to the cap ships and nothing to do with any weird space ghosts that can possess you.
Yeah, absolutely no weird space ghosts are going to bring about the end of the universe.
Yep. Because of course, if we do leave Union with cap ships, that's going to be the focus. War with UIS, not war with Vega.
I still didn't hear a question that I needed to respond to there. Was there?
I think it was just a question of whether that counts as a distinct enough pitch.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Here's another pitch. If you are in the swarm, you are clearly not working at the moment.
I can give you money. That's the basic pitch.
Look.
That's how you get in 400
That's why
G0s.
I work.
I appreciate the hustle.
Wait, is that why Virgilio works?
No, it's why Lulu, the player, work.
Okay. I just wanted to check.
I appreciate the hustle. I wonder how often Cassian has occasion to hire mercenaries.
New contacts? Work for us?
Fairly frequently, if you
That's about what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, but very clandestine.
Not exactly a matter of public record.
Yeah.
Highest performing mercenaries may have an opportunity to captain their own ships.
Wait, what? Is that a thing we can offer?
Yeah, depending on how the operation develops.
Oh, yeah, that's actually a good point. If we're talking about, boarding some ships.
Maybe. Yeah. That said, we don't know that we'll be able to do that necessarily.
We need to be very. I mean, I think if we make very clear that this will not necessarily be the case, but is entirely an opportunity depending on how the situation develops.
Like, we are going to a shipyard. Yes, that's an angle we can maybe put. Yeah. As long as we make it clear that it's optional so that people don't get too bad if it doesn't manifest. Because there is a timeline where this ends with, like, a cap ship exploding in the distance as we pilot as many mercenaries as we can find into the Raza and leave. Like, that is a possible timeline,
And, Dex, I am going to call in the eclectic memory for another angle to exploit here.
Oh, I'm already typing that up. I'm typing up what I propose as foci applications. This is not set in stone. I want you to look at what I've typed once I post it and tell me if that's okay with you. While I'm doing this, I've already got to Wanderer. If anybody else here has a focus that they believe should be helpful, beneficial, or apply in this situation, post it up and let me look at it.
Specialist, connect.
Not specialist, I'm sorry. I mean a focus that doesn't already affect your dice. Like on a straight skill roll.
Okay.
I think authority might actually be a good thing because I could just go directly to one of the most prominent mercenaries in the fleet who otherwise might be curious but not directly interested in doing this, and just ask them and be charming enough that they'd be like, yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah. So that's 3 that I've got: Authority, Eclectic Memory, and Wanderer.
I mean,
kind of like looking at looking for an investor, isn't it?
Yeah.
If I'm not allowed to use Specialist Connect to connect with these mercenaries, can I use Close Combatant /Gunslinger /Big Fun Gun?
To be,
Do they
entirely
have-
fair, I think a connect roll might actually be applicable here, just to
Oh yeah,
get,
I'm absolutely going to ask for that too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Dex, I have a question for you. Do they have a show in the vein of Shark Tank? Where I'm asking for a crew of 25 mercenaries.
Yeah.
But only if this will only work if it is the version of Asian Shark Tank with Stephen He,
Sure.
the emotional damage guy.
What, because you want to inflict emotional damage on Doug?
None of you get the reference. The guy who who started the emotional damage meme
I
has
know
also,
the emotional damage meme, but I don't know anything else about him.
yeah, he's also been involved with a bunch of other YouTubers in making a mock Shark Tank, and it is amazing. I just sporadically have posted videos over the. Anyways, I might link one later. So yes,
Okay.
that show certainly exists. How do you want to? Where are you going with this?
I'm so curious.
I wasn't going anywhere with it. I just had this thought when, talking about using authority to, schmooze someone. And I drew that link to the investors.
All right, here's what I've got so far. Lulu and Meow can look at that and tell me if you think that is fair for the focus.
Alright, hold on. I'm gonna go around my house.
I need to capitalize some things for consistency.
What is it? Please
I mean, no, that's actually a dramatically weaker version of authority.
It is.
What's
That
the
is not like authority is supposed to just get you the thing, not be a reroll for getting a thing that is already requiring like 6 different rolls. Dex, it's a lot.
Well, what would you propose for authority?
Just use it like normally is. Like I make a request and they give me like say yes or no. Per Kevin Crawford, the purpose of authority is to make it so you do not have to give a reason for getting a thing.
I mean, I'm fine with getting anything.
That is very explicitly his reasoning for how authority is supposed to work.
And in a normal social encounter, I would be absolutely happy to give that to you. This isn't normal.
Absolutely.
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 I don't agree. I think this was actually probably the situation this was designed for, but you're the DGM. I can't argue with it.
I was about to say that. Also, there's not rules for hiring fucking 500 mercenaries in the Stars book.
All right, so you're looking at the level 1 of it?
Yes.
That's still a roll.
Right, and it's a roll, but it's not a reroll. It should I should be able to get its own thing without using up a pitch here. There are only so many ideas I can get for pitches.
I'm just saying. I mean, what's the request? Like loaning hundreds of mercenaries?
No, it's like just using that sort of charisma to get people on board.
Lulu basically wants to use authority.
The reason I say is the focus is you can make a request of an NPC. What's the request that we're making of an NPC?
So
join up.
So you just want to use authority as
but that's only going to work on
right?
one.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Okay. All right. So let me. I don't want this to sound.
Sounds like that's just the pitch, but how do we apply that as a bonus to a pitch?
I think Lulu wants to use authority as an entire pitch.
That is exactly what I'm saying.
Right, but the problem that I have with that is that an entire pitch is worth either 10% off the entire operation or is worth 4 high-level people and another 16 that are that would also be included as fairly high level. So that's why I wasn't.
You put that as a point, yeah.
Just
that is a fifth of what we're trying to no, it's less than a fifth if we include the cost reductions here.
Yeah.
And this is an entire foci that I can only use once on this whole process.
So are we talking about using the authority as basically a guaranteed success on one of those pitches, essentially?
But not a guaranteed success. I still need to roll, but
it's like a reroll.
Right.
You want to use it as an extra pitch.
About what it's actually doing.
An unspecified pitch, basically.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what Lulu wants. Which honestly, Dex having explained it, like authority only works on one person normally as a reroll. So like getting the reroll on an entire pitch is actually kind of generous when that's like 20 people you're using it on.
I'll
Alright,
go for it. It's an
I-
unspecified pitch.
Yeah, it's just like I think the issue is, yeah, it's like the scope of the request is a little bit vague here. But
There you go. I will need something from you on it, Lulu, but it doesn't have to be a full-blown pitch. Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Let me think about pitch ideas. Oh, that's probably not a good idea. Hmm. Yeah, probably unfeasible. Never mind. I know there was something I was thinking for. Oh, Dix.
Mm-hmm.
Does Percy still have the contact info for Trail's old crew? Because I remember we fought
Yeah,
something
you
out
guys
about-
collected
yeah.
that. Mm-hmm.
Can I get in touch with them and see if they're either interested or know somebody who is?
If you, if you want to make relying on
I guess
old
my pit-
contacts. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess my pitch then is basically use the pre-existing fucking trauma bond with those people as a foot in the door.
To fill out the ranks, I would, if you're okay with it, also include the crews, or not the crew, but the people involved in the foreign spirit incident.
Which one was the first? Oh wait, the one that we. Yeah, sure.
The ghost
Yeah.
chase. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, the one where we had a person get possessed and we talked to the Vacant and yeah.
Mhm.
What was formerly Trail's ship called again?
Do
Do you remember?
I don't.
That's okay.
I can find it.
Yeah.
Where?
I can.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Where was Trail? Trail was a while back.
That's okay. We can get it over the week. We don't need it right now.
Well. Well, what pitch would you like to kind of roll up first?
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Which pitch would you like to start with?
Who said we were done getting pitches?
What's that?
Who said we were done coming up with pitches?
I didn't think you were done. I just.
Okay, so like, why are we rolling them now is what I thought.
Maybe it'd be a good idea just to start rolling them now, so we can like at least get the pitches out of the way and get like something out of this session other than
Fair.
arguing over ideas.
No,
for...
Nox
see
is
how
also
things are
wondering.
going. Soon.
Yeah, that's
Nox is
what
also
my
wondering
intention
whether-
is.
Yeah, Nox is also wondering whether she can do something similar with her crew.
I see that.
Okay, so
Refresh my memory, Nox, of what Kana did after leaving Shinobu.
Worked with, I can't remember the name, but generally worked with mercenaries in. Worked with mercenaries, was a pilot, and also did infiltration stuff for like search and rescue missions.
Yeah. I think that is sufficient mercenary work to let Kana poodle around.
I don't know what Toodle means.
I don't really know either. It just sounded like the right thing to say to fill that sentence.
if it helps at all, as a British person, yeah, no, more or less makes sense.
Okay. That's probably where I picked it up from then.
Yeah. What did John? Right? What did he go off to do? Was it retire or?
John did go off to retire, I believe.
Okay.
And to answer part of your question, Trail's crew was a mercenary group known as Trail Mix.
So it was. I knew it was something like that. Are they
um,
still called trail mix? I wonder. Are they
Yeah.
just mix now?
and the ship was called the Howling Trapper.
Yeah.
I believe they're currently run by a guy named Chex.
Nice. Well, hey, someone you had to go in charge. I think the last second in command got mulched by the last leader. Before we
Chex,
dropped him.
Chex is one of the second best trail mix out there. So yes. All right. Well, Lulu, do you want to do the unspecified pitch first?
Yeah, let's go ahead and start with that. I think
Okay.
just going on and saying basically giving this idea of a very highly valuable mission that would be of great interest to the person involved, and just the people involved, and just really leaning into sheer, I don't know what the right word is for it. I guess it would just be sheer charisma for picking people up for this.
Making connections, getting the word out there, see it just as wide as
More or
possible to see
less.
who bites. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
We'll assume that this goes on kind of throughout the couple of days that you're here doing this. That Virgilia is, kind of watching things. She's obviously involved in other parts here, but you guys are on a tight schedule, and Virgilia's authority can be applied where someone is perhaps seems interested, but they just don't feel like it seems to Virgilia that they're interested, but they don't see a whole lot of benefit to this. It's perhaps somebody who doesn't have a family, whose crew is kind of loners, and doesn't really care so much about the money. And Virgilia can use this authority to give them a sense of place again.
Give a little bit of purpose in the behavior, rather than just floating out here above above Toho, Iowa.
What's the planet's name?
Toho, Iowa. You said
What's
it
the
several
planet's name?
times, Dex. It's Toho, Iowa, Dex. You said it multiple times.
I never said that. I don't know what you're talking about.
You did.
Nope.
You never
Nope.
said that apart from the times that you did.
There will be no record of this.
Okay.
There's just gonna be gaps in the conversation. Like, what happened there?
There is no.
Every
there is
time
no,
Toho, Iowa is mentioned, it gets removed from the video. Clip.
Hi, Feature
It's gonna be
Dex.
a really weird episode.
There is no Toho, Iowa, and Basing say.
It's also gonna be a real pain to edit. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and roll your. I believe it's a charisma lead, right?
Actually, double checking. Yes, the charisma lead.
And it is
Well, I
against
think
their morale. Morale for a basic 3-hit die kind of warrior is 10.
Dex, will I be able to offer some assistance with this, or would there be some other way I can use Connect in future in this process?
I'd like them all to be kind of separate. Just because you guys are all doing stuff here.
Yeah. Fair. I just can't think of what Connect does like by itself. Since you turned down no nudge because you have specialist. That's not a pitch.
Well, hold on. Can the NPCs help out with this?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
The NPCs can be their own pitches. Can roll their own pitches. And I want to be wow. I want to be clear, but I wasn't shooting down, Specialist Connect. I was shooting down the focus.
Yeah.
As like getting this special benefit aside from what it already gives you.
Yeah, you're saying like 3d6
The benefit's already extremely relevant too.
Yeah.
3d6 plus 3 on Connect Charisma is already a benefit. You don't need to use it as a pitch as well.
Yeah. All right.
Whereas
Okay.
Wanderer just normally just gets his transport from ship to ship, which I guess I actually am kind of getting some use out of during this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why it's being allowed there to reroll the depletion die, which is here to represent, how much time all this is taking. Wanderer is
Okay.
letting you reroll that.
Right.
Um,
So does every fail cost us a step on the depletion die?
every fail rolls the depletion die.
Okay. Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Sorry, not every fail. Every pitch rolls the depletion die.
Every attempt is. It's a random timer regardless.
Okay.
Oh, I guess I didn't specify that. Sorry, yeah. No,
I
Yeah, you said here's the depletion die. I'm like, okay, but what's it for?
It's a
I
depletion die.
assumed familiarity with the resource die, which I shouldn't have because it's only something I learned myself a couple years ago.
See, the thing is,
I'm not actually. I have never heard. Well,
I think
no, I
I'm
have heard
vaguely
of a
familiar
depletion
with
die.
it
I
because
haven't
there's a
heard
con.
it used it that way.
It's
Yeah.
similar to a concept in the new. Was it Draw Steel? I think Matt Colville. I think they made it a thing.
I'm just straight up familiar with it. But you didn't say when it's rolled.
I've seen it mostly used in survival type games where like you've got a med kit resource, and every time you use a med kit you roll a d6 and or some die, and if it rolls a 1, then the die size decreases, and once a 1 is rolled on d4, it's gone. You've used everything in the med kit.
I really like it for arrows. But anyways,
arrows is a good one too. Yeah. I would link it to bullets if I could find a way to do that and not hate it. All right.
Yeah.
Pitch authority successful.
So let's get the first of the
Pitch,
4 G1s.
All right.
That gives a fifth of the way there.
Yeah, I
All
imagine
right.
we're going to be mostly spending on guaranteeing quality rather than the cost, right?
You really are, yeah.
Yeah.
I knew that as soon as I said
Yeah.
it.
That'll be the first group, and then
but at
2d8
least we'll
for
have
the
made the
depletion roll.
choice.
I mean, yeah. Can you say that? But like,
That's a 1.
That is a one.
Dex gave us over an hour. In the first half hour, we had 10 pitches, and we all have a week.
I think I'm hoping the depletion die comes up as a limiting factor too. It did just roll a 1, so unless somebody spends a reroll,
Might as well use it earlier, right? Mechanically.
Yeah.
speaking.
You want the big, yeah.
Well, hold on, because there's twice as many opportunities to get a reroll on this one.
I was muted, but I was basically saying the same. If we let it deplete once, rerolls on a D8 are much less likely to roll a 1.
Yeah. That's what I'm
So
saying.
save
So
it
it's
here.
better to use the reroll early.
Yeah. Which is why I'm
Well,
surprised it went from. Which is why I'm
it's
surprised
better
it
using-
started with 2d8 not with 10.
It's better to
Yeah,
use
it's
the
better
reroll
to use
early,
the
but not
reroll-
this early.
Yes. This depletion actually reduces the chance of rolling a 1, so we don't want to use it yet.
Yeah. Which is why I'm
But
surprised.
every
Dex-
depletion after that would increase.
I'm surprised
the
Dex
chance to
didn't
roll
start with
a
1d10, but okay.
Yeah, me too. But
Oh. Wait. Oh, I see.
yeah, the first
It's
depletion
now
goes from
2d8.
2d8 to 1d8,
Okay.
which
Yeah.
is
Yeah. Yeah.
roughly
Sorry, I thought it
half
was
the
gonna be.
chance of actually rolling.
I did not fully read the depletion thing. I didn't.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
assumed it was gonna go to 2d6.
Right. Yes, if it was going to go 2d6, you would want to use it here.
Yeah.
Okay.
But,
Yeah. So we'll hold
we're
that
going
one. We've done the math, Dexter. Nice try.
Yeah.
darn! If only Ginja wasn't so math.
I mean, I spotted it too. Come on.
Same.
What am I here?
Ginja saved all of you.
It's okay, Lulu. It's okay, Lulu. I
All the
understand.
credit goes to
Uh,
Jinja.
In fairness, in fairness, Ginja, I'm sorry. What has Ginja done for this process so far?
Brought peace.
Mostly teasing, Ginja. You know that, right?
Oh, I know.
Mostly.
Yeah. Come on, we're all friends here in Toho, Iowa. My desperate
Yeah.
attempt to get a shotgun American to the sound of bean.
Hmm.
Watch this be the
That
one
is true.
Toho,
You are
Iowa. that
being
Dex is in.
recorded. You don't want this to be able to be used against you.
Toho, Iowa. Toho, Iowa.
Is that the
Oh,
is that the
boy.
new way? Is that a new way of saying off the record?
Oh boy, I do love how America is a bullet hell. Both Toho and Iowa are full of bullets.
All right, let's get back on track.
Right, sorry. That's actually worse than what I was trying to cover up. Moving swiftly on. Oh dear.
I do want to point out in your list, Viral, that you don't really have time to talk to Cassian about his stable. If you want to try and name drop Cassian here, that's possibly a viable option. But going to March and then coming back here, unless Kana wants to spend more weak effort, yeah, there you go.
I was thinking more along the lines of a message, like a long distance communication of sorts.
Yeah, those still take ship travel times.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Yeah.
I think they're tied to ships and get carried to the next system or something.
Exactly.
If we're not
Or
going
they
to be doing
can-
anything else, I can just burn through all of my effort to bring us everywhere.
I think we are going to be doing other things. Is the thing. Like,
Do
are
we
we
have
not saying
time to
that
spend a
things?
week in between doing anything substantial?
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
No, the reason that you've got a depletion die is because your window for getting to Tiamat is closing, unless you wait another month.
Which we don't want to
We
do
decided we're not going to do that.
for no real
I
reason.
think
Apart
that's
from we
fine.
don't want to create one. Is it?
No, never mind. I'm not thinking straight.
Okay. Now, the question is, at 1d8 depletion die, this is the lowest chance of a depletion we're going to get, which is not necessarily tied to success, but in fact, I've just remembered that those two things are entirely separate. We can't just disregard what I was about to say. What I was going to say was we should go through the ones that we want the... We should go through the ones that give the narrative effects of these are the people we want on our side first. Because like once we have 5 sets of people, then the rest is going to be cutting costs, and I imagine that's a small narrative effect. With that in mind, I'm going to say something antiquarians.
Okay. You want to use Lulu's idea of finding a antiquarian who's interested in the potential artifacts, ruins, and old-timey alien stuff.
Yeah, and not only that, I'm going to suggest that our Master of Commerce and Trade can be the one that looks into this.
Okay. Is that something that Das can do?
Probably. Good at trade.
She is. Mm-hmm.
Or so than anyone else, at least.
All right. Do you want to add any flavor to how she goes about this?
I was somewhat zoned out, and I'm not entirely sure what we're doing.
I think Lulu had the idea of the antiquarian. You want to give it some flesh here, Lulu?
Oh, the antiquarian thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's related to the ruins that are meant to be in Tiamat. Giving hints at those and potentially giving the opportunity for these these antiquarian these mercenaries with antiquarian interest to be involved in investigating these ruins that otherwise would be inaccessible to them would be a pitch for those of more of those eccentric interests.
Yes.
We want to get those weirdos.
The real selling point now is not just getting people, but getting people who will actively and interestedly accompany us into the ruins and also not trample all over stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're very good for the actual strike force there because they're unlikely to destroy anything we actually want to look at.
And they may even know things we don't.
They might.
Well, they might not.
Things.
Or have
They might not.
contacts in
But we'll see.
They may have contacts.
Yeah.
In any case, let's give that a thought.
Yeah. I don't know what I can add to that.
Do you need a charisma person with you?
I would let you go with charisma trade or int trade.
No, you're fine.
Is that even a choice?
And yes, I know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Played right into our hands.
Yeah. Like,
Just-
I
you
think
need
I
a
might do a
craft-
trade.
Do you need
We
a charisma
masterfully
person?
manipulated this.
Do you need a charisma person? You can do it and trade. Nope, you're good.
Yeah. Is an 8 enough, or
No, you need a 10 on these.
need a 10? Right. Well, that was a 1 and a 2, so
So it's
You can do better.
unlikely that you'll fail this still.
it's unlikely. Yes, I will do an expert reroll and fix that roll.
Do you hear that? It's the sound of a Chekhov's gun being
That's a-
loaded.
Ooh.
Only a 9.
That's a 3 and a 1. That was the sound of a Chekhov's gun being loaded. Yeah.
Do we have any ability to help that roll? Well, hold on.
You can
10
use
eclectic memory, or the
Yes.
eclectic memory that gives the bonus there help.
Yes, I was going to also say I didn't get to write in it, but I was also going to also say this whole thing is being treated as a scene. So this is your reroll, and I'm okay with eclectic memory also allowing an aid check for one roll.
Okay.
I
So
think it's
yeah,
good to make it this one.
Yeah, let's go ahead and probably talk. Charisma?
yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you're being the one to actually talk, but Das is the kind of brains behind what's being said.
Yeah.
That works. Yeah.
It sure does.
All right. That is. And are you going for crew or cost? You don't actually have to answer that. I've already marked it.
Yeah,
I think we. I think it's crew right up until the point that we've got the maximum, at which point we switch to cost.
Yeah.
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 All right. Yeah, you've managed to find a small selection of these mercenaries that are more interested in the idea of alien artifacts for various personal reasons. Some similar to Asta in their philosophy,
Oh god, she'd be so happy.
and some that are purely, you can tell, are purely just there to find something and sell it for lots of money to a collector.
You know, that's still potentially a way for us to get in touch with collectors who will know the shit, hopefully.
But either way, they come with a bevy of increased experience, elevated experience, and their own little bits of crew to come along with them. You know. So that's 2 pitches towards the crew. You need 3 more if you want to guarantee all 20 G2 and 80 G1.
I have a thought on who I want to recruit next. I also want to hear if anyone else has any thoughts on who to try and recruit next, or how to.
I have been involved in 2 roles. Use someone else.
You're allowed to think, is my point.
No.
No? Okay. Ginja, Meowkin, Nox.
Don't know.
I mean, I don't have a particular time for when I'm doing mine, but
Like,
my second chance, be a hero.
I'm happy to decree the order, but I don't want to, be talking over everyone else.
Yeah, if you have an opinion about the order, I'm fine with whatever.
Okay, I'd like to get Trio Mix out on this.
Okay.
Oh, we also need to roll the.
Oh,
depletion
you do.
roll.
Yes, I was
Yeah.
just thinking that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate when I sync up with Lulu. It's so disconcerting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very concerning.
Genji, go ahead and roll the depletion die. It is a 1d8.
Okay, 1d8. That's a 6.
Okay.
We're good.
All right.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I expected the 2d8 to drop down pretty quickly. Not as quickly as it did, but after that I didn't think the depletion die was really... It's
not
there.
likely to be it. We're gonna run out of ideas before.
Yeah,
it
it's
rolls out.
there. It
Really?
could...
Are we really?
But hey, imagine if we did just immediately roll ones.
It's a possibility, yeah. That would be the dice saying, this is what you get, deal with it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, as long as we succeed at every pitch that we've got left, we're going to have enough crew.
You will, yeah. All right, so you want to try
No
and
pressure.
make connections with Trail Mix, and also I'm bringing in the Foreign Spirit. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, sure. Both is one.
Both as one, yeah.
Okay.
Primarily because that kind of gives a better mass or number of people. Yeah, there were only a few
Yeah.
crew on the Trail Mix, and the Foreign Spirit involved a few, probably twice as many as the Trail Mix, and it just looks like it makes the numbers a little bit more believable.
That seems fair. Okay. Okay. Do they happen to know each other, or is this just a coincidental, convenience matchup?
Yeah, I think they're acquainted with each other.
Okay.
The people from the foreign crew were from different ships anyways, so
What does the foreign spirit do normally again?
um,
Like, are they mercenaries usually, or?
yeah, they were mercenaries also.
Okay, I thought I remembered like some sort of fucking fancy event happening there.
It was, and I believe you were actually here in Tohioa, when that happened. But yes, it was a bunch of ships that were I don't remember what the event was, but they were gathered up.
Yeah. Okay. I think I gave me a slightly different impression of what they are that I remembered. Anyways, yeah, I will get in touch with them, and I am basically presenting it like not a mercenary gold mine, but like, we're assembling a big force of mercenaries. We'll come to. We've only got better so since then. We have a good plan. We think will work. It'll be a good payday. Fucking, we're even doing some good stuff if you care about that. And we're saying fuck you, Union. Basically trying to make it sound as mercenary-ish as possible in the interest of getting to roll connect.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'll allow
But yeah,
connect.
I think that's genuinely the best angle for them. Just like, hey, payday, you want to get in on the fun?
Okay.
So, yeah.
That's a fine approach for it. Go for it.
Connect.
Okay, so I just looked it up, and the thing with the foreign spirit was that the captain of the foreign spirit just likes to throw events in the swarm to maintain a positive image among the mercs, and that's all it was.
Okay.
Just throwing a party.
Okay. So what you're saying?
Community outreach.
So what you're saying is that we draft him if he survives and throw a party when we get back. Got it.
Yeah.
We call that being a community leader.
Exactly. Yeah. And it'll distract them from the dozens of people who died. Anyways. Yeah. So what am I rolling?
I think no.
Okay.
No. You can roll Charisma Connect.
No, fine. I'll roll it.
Oh my goodness!
Yes. Hypothetically, we're counting that as a joke. So if I fail the connect charisma, then I've just failed, right?
No, I'll let you keep that. You just rolled a 4 to 6. I'm letting you keep that. But
Okay, fine. Let's see what connect would have been. What would it have been? A 12.
I did want to see you roll the Charisma Connect, though. Yes.
The one investment point in no back at like level 2 is paying off. Possibly the most effective skill point I've spent in my life. No, if I'd rolled a 9 on the connector, that would have been the most effective skill point I've spent in my life.
All right, Trail Mix plus Foreign Spirit. And do you want them for crew or cost?
Crew.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. We want them to work our finances and make things cheaper for us.
We have options. We can afford the people at full cost. We planned it such. Let's do that.
Yeah, that I could come up with a reason why the Trail Mix and Foreign Spirit would be making things cheaper. That's
yeah.
I can imagine that. Especially with the how I've just described the Captain Karras of the Foreign Spirit. Yeah. But no, obviously crew. Yeah, I know you do.
Yeah. And also, we could use them as calling in, hey, you us, go and fucking, you can serve in this attack and we'll call it quits. That kind of thing, but no.
All right.
Yeah. So
our next pitch. Or did you want to add flavor to that?
No, I think it's all good. I would like to, I think Percy would like to, reconnect with the trail mix people and find out who's who and what's going on with them lately.
Yeah, trail mix. They were very level-headed, weren't they?
Yeah,
They were,
I mean,
yeah.
All the unlevel-headedness was concentrated on one person, and he died.
Yeah.
And in fairness, it's not like he didn't have an extenuating circumstance.
There were extenuating circumstances, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Doug, did you want to try the upholding the current balance of power and forestalling large-scale violence type thing? Just so that we can, hopefully get some not too disreputable types.
Well,
is that the same? Is that the same thing? As the
do you think? Are you saying my second hope people are going to be disreputable?
No, I'm saying. The fact that they will be trying to be less disreputable makes them more reputable than a lot of the people that we could wind up with.
Exactly.
Yeah. So go for it.
Well, because I was looking for. I'm just gonna say I'm looking for a perform. If I can. Got to get some use out of that guitar, right?
All right, that's an interesting pitch for the pitch.
Definitely not just fishing for that +2.
Give me a little bit more on how you see that playing out. Unintended.
Hey.
I felt. Sorry. Yeah. Stop yelling at me.
No.
Let's see. I don't want to I guess I don't want people that are too down on their luck because then that's probably people that are not gonna be in a good place. I'm kind of thinking like going, bar to bar kind of thing. Almost bar hopping and let's see if I can do like a little performance.
Yeah.
Asking the owners like, hey, can I do a little performance and make a little speech, kind of deal.
Okay, so you kind of are thinking of a traveling salesman, sort of, with a catchy jingle to start the pitch.
Yeah, traveling salesman that brings the jingle. That brings the jingle.
Okay.
I guess it's not actually gonna be like a salesman jingle, but
Right.
something a little bit more uplifting, maybe.
Right, people are gonna be having it for weeks.
Rather than.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, this is all part of the rebranding of the Raza, right? Yeah.
Yes. All right.
I'm becoming more of a marketing person now. In real life and in game.
I think that's fine for charisma perform to kind of gather the people that you're interested in, and maybe Doug's kind of maybe you have some NPCs around with you that are helping with talk to people. Doug's perfectly capable of talking to people also, but I am assuming that you guys have some help in all.
But
of
he
these
usually
things.
lets more slip than he should.
Oh God.
No, I won't mention the end of the universe. I'll just mention saving the universe.
Yeah. They'll assume you're just full party. I'll go for it.
Anyways, here
Maybe
we go.
we can use the end of the universe as a pitch.
Let's not yet.
Double fives.
That is a success. And do you want plus crew or minus cost?
Plus crew.
All right, how do I
4 out of 5.
No.
describe this one?
Thematically, I think it. Yeah. Anyways.
Performative marketing.
Yeah.
What were you saying about thematics?
Oh, I was saying thematically, finding the people that are down and out would probably be more of a cost thing than a high quality crew thing.
Yeah. Like,
There could be some people that are sick and tired of fighting for no cause.
Look, the job market is such nowadays that there are a lot of highly qualified people who just do not have work. So
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, are we talking about Darkstar or?
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I have no idea. I have no idea what you mean. Like, it doesn't sound like anything in real life. This is all
I don't like
fiction.
anything to me.
Yeah. No, the fiction is that people are getting jobs. Anyways.
Uh,
All right, so yeah, go ahead and roll the depletion die.
Is that really where we're at now? We're just fantasizing about being depletion roll, yes.
Mhm.
We're fantasizing about being job creators.
yeah.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Fantasizing
Okay.
about having fuck you money and the means to make more money easily.
And
I
share
like
that
to
money with people.
fantasize about having money and using it to do things,
Yeah, don't we all?
possibly including help people sometimes a little bit.
Which you guys absolutely are doing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
I mean,
We're giving these people
help-
gainful employment attacking a megacorp.
yeah, I'm just we're helping some people. The people under Union's banner are not being helped by us, but now, I think that the most likely angles that we have left are potential Raza membership for high performing members, which we went through the repercussions of previously, or ninjas. And by ninjas, I mean Kana's old crew, which are not necessarily ninjas, and does probably put us further in bed with UIS. I don't think either of those sets of consequences is particularly bad.
No,
so
it
which one
doesn't.
do we want to go for?
It doesn't do anything with UIS because Nox had described this as the mercenary contracts Kana was on after leaving the UIS.
Right. So she did. Okay. In that case, I lean towards that one just so that Nox can do something.
Okay.
Nox, you cool with that?
It is a roll.
Do you want to give us some framing on how Kana is bringing this about?
I guess it would be sending messages through mercenaries until we can get in contact with the old captain, which would give us a contact with names are hard.
Amen to that.
The person that was replaced by Kana.
Oh, you are trying to bring John back.
He was the point of contact for between the old ship that Kana was on and the new ship.
Oh, that's
So-
right. Okay. And you know what? I think
Okay.
he probably is retired out here in this form. His personality seems like one that when he finally does stop murking around, it's probably going to be around mercs who can benefit from
Makes
his
sense.
wisdom.
Mhm.
What little he remembers of it.
Yeah. I imagine it'll come back to him.
Although I
soon.
think didn't
Yeah,
he
right.
take his QED?
I don't know. I was
Yes.
just thinking that if he didn't take it, did we ever go back and say, "Hey, we found a thing"?
No, I think he took his, didn't he?
I think
In
I
fact, yeah,
had
because he did a
narrated
dive.
that he
He must
took
have
it.
done a dive, so he probably took it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think
think
I
we
had
have any
decided
reason
that
to
he
prevent him taking
recovered
it.
also. Which would make him less reliable of a contact. But we don't need to go into that. That is an old story that doesn't need to be resurfaced at this point.
Dex doesn't hate us, ergo.
Well, he doesn't.
Dex
He doesn't
doesn't
hate
hate us.
you.
And it was me that said as much, ergo. If I say ergo enough times, it's going to work.
Mm,
All right. So is
Ergo.
are you angling for a connect skill check here, Nox, or are you angling for a different skill check?
I guess we'll never know.
Did we lose you, Nox?
I guess we won't.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Oh. I'd like to know at some point.
If I'm not rolling based off of associated work skills, then I guess it would be connect.
Okay. I think that's reasonable. I mean, it's a pitch to throw it out there. You want to go ahead and have her roll Charisma Connect and see what comes up?
Let's go. I think that was my best connect roll of this entire cycle.
Alright. Fortunately, that is you need 2 higher.
Well, there's no way I was rolling a 6 and a 5.
Not with that attitude, but yeah.
Not with any attitude.
Technically
Especially not that
possible.
one. I'm just saying, if I can roll a 6 and a 4, statistically it's equally likely for you to be able to roll a 6 and a 5.
Exactly.
See, this is why we sometimes put odd skill points into random things, just on the off chance that they work.
I mean, no, it literally isn't, because a 6 and a 5 and a 6 and a 6 would have also worked for your 6 and 4 roll. But they won't work for
Well,
my
but the
roll. 'Cause
question-
if I roll a 6
the
and a 4,
question
it's
was-
only a 9, and I need a 10.
I'm being a smart ass.
Yeah, but the question was, I mean, what are the odds you rolling a 6 and a 5? Well, it's the same as rolling a 6 and a 4.
Exactly.
50-50. Either I roll it or I don't.
Real.
Yeah, exactly. Now we're getting
Real
it.
and factual.
So it turns out that a lot of the old crew that Kana was working with, a lot of the search and rescue, and the kind of crew that she would have mostly been interested in working under, the people that value speed, search and rescue is very big on that, of course. They're not really so interested in the kind of work that you guys expect to be doing out there, the clandestine, the infiltration. If there were aliens to rescue or people to rescue, there might have been more interest, but they're
It's cute.
for the most part, they are taking breaks, or they have something lined up that there's been a wreck somewhere, and or they're expecting some conflict, and they're preparing for that. I do still need a depletion die roll, though. People need to be rescued from their possessions. Do you want to roll that, Nox, or do you want somebody else to roll it for you?
Roll what?
D8.
D8. The depletion.
Oh,
Basically, we just run out of time.
Mhm.
Simple, anything that's not a 1.
Yes.
Oh god.
And actually, even if
Oh,
you roll a
God.
1, you're fine.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
the first one, yeah.
That's fine.
Okay. We are also getting up to about 15 minutes away is where I wanted to end the session so we can still have time for review. So let's without losing any of the narrative value, let's try and bump through a few here. What you got next?
Well, the next one we were thinking about was the potential Raza membership.
Yeah.
Pending good performance. Because we still do ultimately get to pick who we want from that. And like I say, if they ask, we can say, oh yeah, not you. Who? Not saying. And by the time they figure out among themselves that we had nobody, we're gone. Not ideal. We'll burn that bridge when we get to it.
Okay.
You want me to take this one?
You've been busy, but maybe. I mean, I have a decent connect roll, but
Yeah.
that's not really-
I
don't know,
just
I
thinking
don't know.
it's either connect or lead here.
yeah, that's
Probably.
the way it's two different angles.
I got a problem I can work on, or I can fix, or like we're golden.
Can you exchange your ability to? Can you like get people to join our crew in exchange for like fixing up their boiler or something?
There we go.
No, in fairness, there is actually potentially something there. Dex, do we know what kind of... Well, first of all, Lulu, you said something about, possibility of capturing their own ship. That was if we managed to lift ships from the shipyard, right?
Yes.
Is that an angle that our chief engineer could, like, pick up, hey, there's all these fucking fancy-ass ships, and you may get to fucking, steal one? If anyone can sell up how good those ships are compared to the average ship, is our chief engineer. So that's something you could maybe do?
We don't have design specs for the ships, though, right? I mean, we can maybe guess based on Union standard, but
Guess based on what Union does and what you know about capital ships, and also extrapolate a little bit. Oh no,
Yeah.
our information was a little bit out. Sorry, guys.
Also, whatever information was in the package from Beth, because we did get the Tiamat information from that.
Right, that.
I don't know if I don't know if any like observations on the ships were in there, but
The
God,
Ross
you
didn't
have
do any deep scans, but they do have some information, so you've got that information. Yeah.
Okay, work backwards from that. Also, God, Lily, you have just reminded me, all of this is predicated on Beth saying, hey, they were building capital ships last time.
yeah.
Oh, shit! Oh, no. Oh, dear. Oh.
He is so distraught by that, he's gone robotic.
Yep.
That was me covering my mouth a little bit. Dex, you wouldn't do that to us, would you?
I do want to have only a couple more sessions. So make of that what you will.
that means that yes, there are capital ships and they are going to destroy us.
What are you telling me? What are you telling me?
It's the only way to guarantee the game ends.
Well,
You're
no,
telling me-
it could also be absolutely nothing there, so we don't waste time exploring it.
Exactly what I was about to say. Exactly what I was about to say.
Yeah, we jump in and the system's just completely empty. There's just a black hole.
Yeah, like I'm saying, even if that is the case, I would rather have spent 1 million credits on guys than not.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think I will try and schmooze about a bit and suggest find out who's interested, see who actually seems interested when I mention, the Raza obliquely rather than, scared.
Yeah.
Find out if they're looking for work, etc., etc., little something, get the idea. Yeah, Percy just fucking, boots on the ground talking to people, probably bumps into Doug doing his music thing and goes, what the fuck, man? And Doug's like, it's working.
They're lining up.
Yeah, actually.
Doug with his still neon blue hair. Neon blue hair streaks.
Fucking the Pied Piper of Toho, Iowa.
Exactly.
Okay, so it sounds like you're wanting Percy to make that roll
Dodge
barrel.
all these notes.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead. This is definitely a charisma connect here.
All according to Keikaku.
Yep.
Trying to say there's no Kikaku. That's fine.
There you go. There's that 1 point.
Exactly according to Keikaku. Flawless. I would like crew, please.
Okay.
That should get us to the 5th, I think.
That get you the 5th.
Yes, it does.
There is actually something I wanted to bring up as just something I realized might be an option. So
Sure,
we've been going over to other ships for all these like negotiations, conversations, and such. What I want to ask is, can I use a notice roll to have picked up like any conversations in passing, indicating like
Yeah.
maybe people to speak with, or like issues faced by mercenaries on the fleet that could lead to us picking up people on the cheap?
Yeah, we can offer like, problem-solving services or problem-creating services, depending on what people need. Just, not instantly.
Okay. Are you pitching this as a pitch for
Reduce cost.
Reduced cost? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that works perfectly for cost reduction. You're looking for people who are itching for some action and may not ask for as much.
Yeah. So,
Go ahead and
Let me
roll.
Go ahead and roll that. This is a notice check.
Yeah.
Boop, boop, boop. Boop.
This is why he wants to roll notice charisma all the time.
I wonder why.
Yep.
I think I might have noticed a few people.
Yes, I think you notice a few people.
Do I? I'm not asking for anything mechanical here, but do I get like an extra pat on the back for rolling an 18?
I'll give you an
Good
extra
job.
pat on the back, and I won't throw barbs or jabs at you for the next 5 minutes.
Oh God, that's way more than usual.
You also won't tell all the Soho Iowas.
Okay.
5 entire minutes. Wow.
Yeah, that's a pretty damn fantastic roll.
Yeah.
I'll add to that that in her kind of musings around, her talking, her the efforts that she is making, and the observations that she and crew are making, she does notice a general buzz, as if perhaps there's a kind of communal sense of something large impending.
Oh.
Okay. Interesting.
And then it turns out it's a thing.
And yeah, turns out
Wait, really?
that this is your where did I put it? The eclectic memory pitch that hasn't already been thought up.
Mhm.
There appear to have been some.
There's one on the depletion roll if you want to do the re-roll there.
You want to spend your?
Do you care anymore? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
I mean, there's no
Yeah,
reason
yeah,
not
do
to. Yeah, go ahead and use the benefit.
Yeah. Go for it.
So yeah, enough word has traveled from Fighton and from Bird and from other places that you actually could expose crew and get people get a large amount of this people
Okay.
on board with for like free or just costs or just enough to set up their family, you know, basically the minus cost option. And this
Yeah.
extra pitch that Dex is suggesting would be another notice charisma check, unfortunately.
Okay.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. That was a barb. This next pitch that Dex has thought up is going to be a notice charisma check because you are so awesome, Lulu.
Yeah. You're right.
I don't know, it just feels weird, man.
Am I
It feels
overdoing
weird.
it?
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, still got 2 minutes in the clock, Dex.
There's another 15, so
Okay.
that's
Now, of course, you do understand that this is laying open the game, right? Like
yeah.
okay.
I think it would have been exposed to a smaller group of
Yeah.
people she thought would be particularly receptive, but it is opening the game a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. I did not want to come back later and spring that on you and then make you feel like I'd tricked you.
No, I get you.
Okay.
Wait, what is it
I
they
think-
suppose exactly?
Well, right now it's just swirling rumors of something looming and something impending, and using it as a pitch kind of is Virgilia confirming, yeah, there's some big things occurring in the universe.
Alright, yeah. I think I'm okay with that. I think I'm okay.
I think if we're doing this to a select group, and we're going to, if we're planning to recruit some of these people to the Raza, we're going to need to get them on board with the fucking Vega situation anyway. So
Which isn't going to require us to tell all 500 of these people, but yeah.
right, but again, we're doing this for a smaller group.
Yeah, this isn't for all the people.
Okay. They will surely keep it
Expose
to themselves.
crew as proof of Armageddon. Let's call it that.
Proof of a higher power
Yep.
that is not necessarily benevolent.
Yeah, that
It's
works.
fine.
All right, that you're at minus 20%.
Mine's 30%. I think.
I think you've only gotten 2 minus costs.
Sorry, I thought
that's the
Percy's
second
Connect was minus 10 as well. No, that was an extra.
That was crew, yeah.
All right, yes.
Yeah, that was the last crew you
minus
need.
20%.
Yeah. We've got 5 crew, and this is the first cost one.
I am gonna cap the minus cost at minus 50%.
I think we're pretty fine at resting on our laurels at this point, right?
No, keep pushing. Keep the money.
Okay.
Howard, let us go on until they've got us money to do this.
Let me make this a choice for you. If you take what you've got right now and go,
That sounds like a game show.
I will give you an extra day in Tiamat.
It is.
Mmm.
That actually might be worth it.
Be careful, that's quite double-edged. If we're going to change my union, that's quite double-edged.
Well, we can always leave early.
You can.
Because all it's doing is increasing our upper
Fine.
limit.
Yeah.
Fine.
So,
fine.
To give you an idea of what we're paying for that, we're currently at 80% cost. Is that right?
Yes.
Correct.
And if we're capped at 50, that means we are giving up 350,000.
That's...
But we're also
Probably
very
okay.
close to the end of the session.
We are.
It will have repercussions across the sessions for the Raza crew, which we will not be playing next time, I get that, but yeah. You're not wrong.
I think we're probably fine. Like I don't know that if we want to give anything else, then whatever. You know what? No, let's leave it there. Because this way we don't have to offer anyone else their own ship, and that way we can retain that if we actually do claim
Yeah,
it.
don't forget these other pitches also might come with downsides.
Yeah, they will. Okay, thanks. I will accept the offer on one condition. If we do go over into the last day of... Like, obviously, I don't make it unilaterally, but I will accept the offer on one condition.
Deal or no deal.
If we do go over into the last day in Tiamat, I want you to point out this is where you would have run out of time if you hadn't taken the deal. And then we can go about, wow, look at all this extra stuff we got.
Okay.
And feel good about ourselves.
I think that's fair.
Bet.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, and shorter session, obviously, because I want to have more of what you've just done. Actually,
Ready?
yeah, given whatever stats are necessary. Obviously, I'm not going to stat out 750 NPCs.
Oh,
It is
okay.
not happening.
Artists.
If I
that's
did
fine.
it would be a ChatGPT list, okay?
I think. Well, shit. Even the 20 G2s is still a lot of NPCs.
I think that is,
I'm probably not going to stat out all of them either.
We should,
Yeah.
I think you just abstract, and if there's any unusual die rolls, someone notable comes out of it.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I assume you're also rolling to see if any of the lower ranking crew end up being more competent than they are, because you mentioned that a small selection of them might be
Maybe,
functionally higher level. I think.
Yeah, maybe.
Basically,
Yeah.
underpaid
We'll see, I
interns
suppose.
that are actually excellent
Yeah.
at their work. That
Like this man has a PhD in violence, but like he can only do
He's
a
new
good job
mercenary.
at murder McDonald's.
Yeah.
Oh.
Martin McDonald's.
I'll put together the interesting names that you already know, like Trails Crew, some of the Foreign Spirit people. I mean, I don't actually need to do anything with them except copy paste them into the new section at the end of my GM journal. So that's easy.
I think I think the one that would probably be notable here is whoever the leader of the antiquarian section is.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
Definitely.
like each group. Yeah, I'm gonna say maybe like a couple people or a person at least from each pitch group.
I think that works. That would 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, right. I didn't actually need to count them because I know that there was 5 plus 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
verify.
a reasonable thing.
Yeah. So what you're telling me is that for like the regular NPC cast, we are going to gain a member of Trail Mix, a White Knight, an Antiquarian, a fucking ambitious, power-hungry mercenary, and a Wayward Lost Soul.
Yeah.
One from each group.
How many teams were you guys talking about? You had kind of talked over this.
Yeah,
Our leaning, I think, was to divide it into the 20 sections, each led by one of the G2s. But
with the understanding that very few of those are going to get branched off by themselves.
Right.
Most work as larger groups.
Can I convince you to do 10 groups?
Yes.
That.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the illustration.
You're gonna have to fight for it.
Please.
But, well, hold on. Let's just go with
Okay,
presumably, like a G2 does not necessarily mean they are the leader of the group. Maybe all
Correct.
of their seconds are just G2s.
So what you're telling me is that we make it 40 groups.
Yeah. Well, we need to divide each of the teams into one led by each of the G1s, who are clearly all significant in their own right.
So
I'm kidding. We have 500 people. 50 groups is a bit of split.
Here's the reason I want to put it into 10 groups is because what I can see, how I can see this playing out is me telling you what obstacles and challenges you face and you putting groups towards that.
Okay.
And then that way, and also you can perhaps give those groups a little bit more character.
Right.
Maybe.
They become characterized.
Also, 750 divides by 10 easier than it divides by.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. No,
You can't have 37.5 people on each team.
I suppose.
Yeah.
Not necessarily go with Lulu's cube plan.
Please don't bring that back up.
Throughout all of this, decide
You know, I'm sick of the cube plan.
No, but
I'm not
don't you
interested anymore.
Hang on. What was that, Knox?
No, what did you say?
Has anybody pushed forward the plan to either convince Zoe or kidnap Zoe to get Cassian in on this?
Yes, but too far away.
Yeah.
Like, not literally a plan, but we considered it Cassian plan and decided too far away.
I
Maybe for the next sequence we can, or not. Maybe for the
Part of
maybe
war.
for. Yeah.
If this is it, if this is it, I'll burn 2 effort for that.
Can you tell?
Kidnap Zoe for 2 effort? Sure.
Oh, is that, I don't think Zoe would be even against it once she's here.
Oh, that's true.
She'd be like,
hold on.
"Fuck yeah."
Why don't we just kidnap Zoe for an inordinate amount of money so we
idea.
have like infinite resources for the next cycle, for the next part of the game?
Oh dear.
I don't think we'll live long enough to spend any of it.
No. I mean, neither will anyone else. That's the beauty of it.
What do I
Like, we need Zoe to stay on the ship, so that we can spend the infinite money. So Zoe has to stay alive.
Lulu, do I need to tap the sign again?
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. He'll come back. It's not hopeless.
All right.
I'm not saying that it's hopeless. I'm saying that for our purposes, playing these characters and the characters that are immediately afterwards, this is the only cycle we have.
Yeah.
So
smoked
bring
the always on fire plant and gained meta knowledge.
bring me up to speed. What is it that you're proposing here, and also is it are you putting it forward as a joke or a serious proposal?
It is mostly a joke to kidnap Zoe, but if we
Okay.
getting Zoe plus Cassian, I will spend 2 effort for that serious proposal.
Okay. Is that something that you guys want to give up the extra day on Tiamat to accomplish? Because even though Kana can make it there and back in a couple of hours, it's not going to be just a couple of hours to get to March and get Zoe and or Cassian.
Get through the security around Zoe.
Yeah, that too.
I'm kind of saying I think we should just go to Tiamat.
Yeah.
I don't
think
dislike the
that
plan, but I think we're definitely at risk of constantly trying to find something else to do before we go there.
You know what? Yeah, that's a
Isn't
solid
it
point,
something?
actually.
Isn't it something you can do like once we're in Tiamat anyway? Like, does being here or being in Tiamat affect your ability to teleport?
We don't know.
For
Roll
one thing,
better, find
the
out.
hyper jump, we haven't tested hyper jumping during the Tiamat exclusion period.
We also haven't tried info driving, but how much do you want to try it, knowing that we could be wrong?
I think we can. I think we can worry about doing anything with those two later, probably.
All right, let me refocus us on information that I need for. Well, actually, this can be done in review. Let me make sure that I'm not cutting off anybody else wanting any scene or any last lines. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and bring us into review.